Hey, I want to talk quickly about the Chrome OS implementation that we're doing in our contact center. It's gone amazingly smooth. That Google's such a huge company, but this Chrome OS team kind of, I don't want to say they're like siloed off, but they're their own team, and they've been extremely responsive to any questions that we have from an implementation standpoint. They've scheduled probably more meetings than we even asked for. So we feel really comfortable with kind of the onboarding and all the testing that we did ahead of time to make sure that everything would be compatible. Cool thing is it has a full integration built with Cxone. I know they're building that out with all the CCAS players, but Cxone is done. So that makes things really easy. We decided to go the Chrome OS route for two reasons. Number one was cost savings. Number two was the added security. And probably three was just the ease of use of some of the tools. So from a cost saving standpoint, like many of you, we were utilizing a ton of third-party tools to, manage our IT, manage our security, right? So everything from enterprise virus protection to the ability to remote into computers to, lock down the computer to, being able to filter websites and that type of traffic. Right? All of those things from the firewall to, all of these other tools that we had to purchase that were extremely expensive, especially when you're talking about hundreds moving on to thousands of devices. It became expensive. So that all goes away. The only thing that we pay for now is about $50 to $60 per month per machine. It's like $4 to $5 a month if you want to go that route. That's it. And it includes everything from the virus protection, the ability to remote in, be able to lock down the device, to filter websites, to even look at dashboards to see what their actual internet speed is. So no reps can't play with you anymore and say, hey, my internet's out. Right? All of that stuff is there, and it's made it extremely more secure for us we're always PCI compliant with the tools that we had, but the ease of use now and to have one dashboard is there, right? All of our computers right now are Windows machines. We normally purchase refurbished 6 month to 1 year Lenovo's, like all-in-one Lenovo's. So you don't have to have a Google device. You don't have to have a Chromebook. You don't have to have one of those kind of Google boxes to utilize Chrome OS. It can go right over, I won't say over, but you know what I mean. You can go onto your Windows machines and you can turn those machines into Chrome OS. One thing that we did find is, some of the machines did not have Wi-Fi when we purchased them, so we knew that, and we would purchase kind of, I call it a dongle, right? The little USB Wi-Fi plug that kind of goes in the back of the computers. You do need a different driver for those to work with Chrome OS. It's a Linux driver that we found out. Not a big deal. We just had to download that driver and put those on those couple computers that we had, that little, I would say issue, but those things that we were dealing with there from an internet standpoint. Moving forward, we will probably purchase Chromebooks. The problem with the Chromebooks is the size. Most of even right now, even with our Lenovo's, have a second monitor, and I know a lot of you guys deal with that too. So the cool thing is, with the monitor and with the Chromebook, right, we can get those brand new, and I'm not saying it's a cost savings there, but it's about the same exact price as getting a refurbished 23-inch Lenovo. So we're getting brand new, right? And again, I understand a Chromebook might not last 10 years. Well, you know what I mean? Might not have a huge runtime, but I think for the cost standpoint of it, it's amazingly easy. Now to be able to just send out or give a Chromebook, we don't really have to do every single time. You don't have to re-image the hard drive. You don't have to put a new instance of something on there, right? Because all you're utilizing is basically the cloud that has anything that we want, from a cloud-based CRM to any type of, we found any of the API work that we've done, right? So we've created our own screens with in-contact APIs and APIs that go to CRM. All of that stuff works. We've had no issue with it whatsoever. The only little issue we've had is we have a couple, there's a couple, I guess, VPNs that really work well with Chrome OS, and so we had a couple clients that use different types of VPNs that Google's had to kind of utilize for us or make to be able to work. But that's kind of just the newness of it, and all that has worked fine. After we've kind of gone through that process. So yeah, I mean, it's been a little bit of a scary, I guess, transition, right? Because when you've done something like this, literally for my entire life, right, from the previous contact center that we've had, everything has always been Windows. You understand it, you know it, your IT group knows it. Moving to a totally different operating system, right? It takes a little bit of a leap of faith, but I think once we found out how easy it was, how crazy easy it was, all the tools, the dashboards, the reporting, um, one place to just go, right? I just pull this thing up, or our IT team pulls it up. I can remote into any computer. I can see where it's at. I can shut it down. I can upload different URLs or different things to any computer from this one kind of central screen. So highly recommend it. You know, the security aspect of Chrome OS is very well known. I don't have to get into that. And I think it's something that's gonna, not that I wasn't sleeping well at night, but I feel more comfortable that everything is more, it's tighter, right? It's tighter, and that we have one kind of snapshot now of everything that we need from an IT standpoint as it comes to kind of the networking aspect of it and the operations aspect of it. So very happy with what we've done so far. It's definitely something you should check out. If you have any other questions, please let me know. But it's something that so far, I mean, we're only a day into this, right? We've tested for about, I don't know, 6 weeks, making sure that all of our stuff was going to work. We implemented our first two small clients. There's only like 25, 25 stations or operating systems or computers, I guess, so that the reps are utilizing at home that have these. So we're early on to it, but so far so good.